I cannot film this video without fucking rambling. What's going on, guys? It's Phoenix back for another video. This is like the 5th take of this video. I'm so done talking about this figure, and I do like it. I want to specify that right off the jump. This review is not for kids, yada, 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 yada. Concept art studio series, Widow, should be called Widowmaker, but I think Blizzard has the copyright for that name. There's the Vacant Stare head sculpt. I like that the head is not very movie-verse-y, and there's not a lot of like greebles around the face, the lower jaw, and everything. That's neat. The algorithm, specifically like a bunch of people reviewing this figure all at once, and the general aesthetic being cool, made me get this figure off of Amazon. But mild recommend at best. I'm just gonna go over my nitpicks right off the jump. So that port right in there, that port right there, that's where the guns tab into for robot mode and everything. I really wish, at least on mine, that this tabbed in more securely on either side. That is an issue that mine has, a little bit of minor QC. Yeah, especially on that side, jeez. But on my copy, for whatever reason, this port on either gun doesn't like fully rest in that port, right? And I think that, and then that leads the gun to just kind of like sitting kind of loosely in that socket, in that cavity, in the back of her leg for vehicle mode. And the arms do kind of rest over top, which keeps the guns in place, but at the same time, I feel like there could have been like a little notch in the guns, right? Like there is here for them to kind of go over her forearms to like have the guns like click in to that spot, so to speak, right? You guys saw my other issue with the legs. I also really do think that despite all the greebliness in here, because of transformation, they could have engineered in an ankle pivot, like maybe just like a little like notch somewhere in there, like right where my finger is. But that's probably not feasible. I don't know how toys are designed, to be completely honest, and I don't also really particularly care. It's a figure that I like the look of. I'll get it. I really think for the deluxe price point, they also could have made especially because all the windows like are smoky clear plastic, and these the ones on the back of the rear view mirror and the side windows are all inserts. It looks like, yeah, they're all like inserted pieces or whatever. I really feel like they could have just done like a hinge in there, right? Sure, there would have been an extra part for that, but I feel like that would have been in the deluxe price point budget. And then honestly, other than the hips being a smidge loose, that's nothing that's, intolerable or whatever. The other nitpick that I have is just, I like that the hair is actually there and is part of the, the robot mode. And if you look at it from behind, if you have her like that, it's kind of neat. Or if you have her like kind of looking like that, there is a bit of an illusion that her hair does kind of flow down the back. But the minute you turn the head either direction, it breaks the sculpt. And I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, well, that's a thing that I can deal with. And I like that Hasbro had it so this hair doesn't interfere with, any of the kibble back here or whatever. And same thing with the hair up front. As I give you guys a close-up on the head sculpt again. But at the same time, I would have preferred there to be like a little notch, or have that like socket into the ball joint, if that makes sense. I feel like that's just something that they could have done. Like just have it untabbed from that strut that the hair and the head itself are on, and have it like thoop into the ball joint or whatever. So that way because it's not going to impede it's not going to be that much of a transformation, because at this point, because of the shoulder pads, right, because of how the toy is designed, you're only really getting that much range on either side, left or right, for her. So I don't think it would have been too much of a hassle to just add a little something to the back there. But that's just me. Widow's nifty. If you like how this looks, give her a shot. Honestly, like I said, she's probably, in a previous take, she's probably just going to live on a shelf for me or go in one of my storage bins. Just because she's neat, but I'm also just kind of like about the movie aesthetic, if I'm being completely honest. She's not like my least favorite figure that I've gotten recently by any stretch, but still, like, yeah. Anyway, that's Studio Series Concept Art Widow / Widowmaker. See you guys in the next one.